Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com, and I'm going to show you how to increase your blog conversions today. I'm going to show you how to get more subscribers from your same amount of traffic on your blog. Alright, I'm going to use two examples of two different sites that do this extremely well, and don't worry, I'm not going to use my own. I know you've probably been to my website before, but these are actually two websites that I get ideas from myself and that I definitely recommend if you want to, get a few ideas about internet marketing or how to convert. Now, Digital Marketer is the first one I'm using here, and Digital Marketer does a lot of things right as far as conversions by using their front page for one thing to get subscribers and sales. They have a join now button here. It really stands out in green. They have three different ways to categorize their content, as you can see here. If you want to increase engagement, here's a place to go for you. If you want to boost conversions, here's a place to go for you. And here's a place to drive more traffic. Most of their customers are going to want to do one, if not more, of these three things. Okay. They also do a great job. You can learn from how they build the trust factor here. They tell you how many subscribers they have, roughly, how many Facebook fans they have, how many Twitter followers they have, how many members and students they have. Um, that shows you that, hey, we've been around a while, we know what we're doing, you can trust us, and you're not the only one here. Okay. They have a video. If you want to join them, whatever, you can watch that. They also tell a little bit about what they do and give you some examples of the things you learn in their products, give some testimonials and things like that. And they give you a swipe file at the end if you want to give them your email and get that for free. So that's a great way to use your homepage. That's a great example of how you can build trust, get people to the point of what they're looking for, and actually start getting subscribers from page one. Okay. Another thing you want to look at is the Start Here button. If you want a certain page to stand out, I recommend, to get better conversions on your blog, I recommend you send them to that page by saying Start Here. A lot of people will see that and they'll go straight to that if they're new to your blog. Alright. Another blog that does a great job of this is Neil Patel's Quicksprout.com. Okay, you can see here he has a place in the middle of his front page. It's very simple, very clean, but you can put your URL in there, you log in, he gets some subscription info about you, but he also gives you some value in return by giving you some ways to improve your site by using his analyzer. Now that's a great way to use a tool on your front page to allow you to attract new subscribers all the time and give them something in return and build goodwill with them from the start on your most popular page, which is your home page. Alright, so another great example of how to get more conversions there. Now let's go to the blog on Digital Marketer. I'll show you a few things you can take away from that. As far as doing conversions, you don't want to do too much in your sidebar anymore. In fact, some sites like Buffer and others have completely gotten rid of the sidebar because these ads and things like that are on the sidebar. A lot of people tune those out now. They're used to seeing these ads. They're used to advertisements, and they just look straight away from them, and all their attention instead is going to be over here on the content where they can find out the information they're looking to find out. Okay, so a lot of people don't even hardly look over here anymore, so I wouldn't put a whole lot in your sidebar. Plus, it can slow down your site if you have too much in there. The more pictures and things like that that you have, the more HTML in your sidebar, the more it's going to slow down your site, the less you're going to rank posts, and the more your bounce rate's going to go up because it's going to take longer for your website to load. Alright, now let's go to a quick blog post here by Digital Marketer, and I'm just going to show you an example of how you can use ads within the blog post to boost your conversions. Okay, so obviously notice this here, how to get better conversions, you have to keep people reading. One way to keep people reading and not intimidate them is to use very small, clean little paragraphs that are no more than 2 sentences long at the most. Now you see here, most of these are 1 sentence. A few of them might be 2 sentences, but that's pretty rare. You don't see these large paragraphs that take up the whole page because people don't want to read those. They're not here to read a novel. They're here to get to the point. They're here to learn what they need to learn and move on. Okay. And another way you can keep people on your page is to break it up. Don't make them feel like all you do is write a bunch of words and it all looks boring and the same. Use some big headlines to break it up. Help people just get to the point faster. What do they want to know? And help them find it quicker. It's like notes or like a cheat sheet. You give them headlines to navigate through the blog post and figure out, okay, I'm looking to figure out one specific thing that's taught in this blog post. Where can I find that part of the post without having to go through every single word? Obviously, having pictures helps get people's attention as well, and people actually process images much faster than words, so it's a great way to teach people and keep them on the page as well by looking at images. But as far as getting subscribers, which is the main goal for these blog posts, as well as teaching them, but a great way to do it is to have an ad like this one within the post. You may have seen something like this on my blog as well, but it works. It gets people's attention. It's within the blog post. You don't have to worry about them tuning out the sidebar and not even seeing it. But the blog post ad within the text is a very effective way of getting leads now if you don't use that already. I recommend using two, one in the middle like this one, and another one at the end of the blog post. That way, if a lot of people won't read your whole blog post, so if they get like halfway there, they'll see that first ad, and you have an identical ad at the end. If they read the whole thing, they might have forgot about the first ad, and they'll see this ad as a reminder at the end to subscribe. Okay. Another thing that these sites do, QuickSprout and Digital Marketer, is they use exit pop-ups instead of welcome pop-ups. Now, some people are against pop-ups altogether, but there's a way to use them to where they don't annoy your subscribers by only having them come up when they're about to leave or go to a different tab in their browser. So I already have seen the one on this page, so it's not going to come up when I put my arrow up here, but what basically it does is it has a pop-up come up like right here in the middle of the page. It says if you want to do this, click yes. Then if you feel like your stuff is perfect, you don't need what we have to offer, you can press this button which says no. Okay, what you want to do too is you want to make this one stand out more by making it green or yellow or orange or something like that to make it stand out. And what Digital Marketer does too is they make this one not stand out. So it'll be gray, it'll be like a gray button, and it'll be like, no, I don't want your training, my blog is already perfect. Okay, is what it'll say under there. Yes, I do want to see your training, take me to it now or something. So it makes it to where it's almost harder to press no than it is to press yes. Use certain psychology. I recommend you go to Digital Marketer or QuickSprout or another site that you haven't been to in a while, or you can just clear your cookies from your browser. Go there and click the back button so that the exit pop-up comes up, and look at the text that is under the two buttons that will come up, and use that kind of psychology. Write it down and implement it in your own pop-ups. Okay, you can learn a lot just from that. So you use a lead magnet in your sidebar, in exit pop-ups, and in two two places within your text of your blog posts. And I also, recommend you can do it on your home page as well if you have the time and the resources to make a good quality home page that offers a lot. Also, you can have a Join Now button like this. So that's about 5 or 6 different places where you can collect leads. Now, QuickSprout is similar in a lot of ways, but it's also a little different. Okay, you can see, just like Digital Marketer, he doesn't do too much in his sidebar. His sidebar has the one main offer, a little bit about him, why you can trust him. The trust factor is obviously a big deal, and he has a couple of things like that, but also helps you navigate his content a little better by seeing what's popular. But he also uses ads within text, like right here he uses it between blog posts, and that's another great way to do it, kind of like how Digital Marketer does, but just a little bit different because this is the home blog page. But that's another way to get more conversions. Plus he has 2 different menu options that result in leads. So you can go to consulting, or you can go to start here. As you remember, you probably saw the start here button on Digital Marketer. You start there to go to the main page they want you to see, which usually will lead to a sales page and their best email lead magnet that they have to give you for free. So if you want people to go somewhere, if you have one main offer that you want people to go to, have a menu option up here. You can even try 2 different things to see what people tend to click on by having, consulting and start here at going to the same page, or products and start here, something like that. So now you have the forms, you have the form within the text, you have the parts in the menu bar, you have the exit pop-ups, you have the front page offer. That's 5 or 6 or even more than that different ways to collect leads. And like I said before, you don't want to use anything that's going to intimidate your audience or send them away. You want to use pictures, you want to use very small paragraphs. As you can see, Digital Marketer and Neil Patel both do that. One sentence, one sentence, one sentence, one sentence, one sentence, one sentence. As you can see, looks like this one is 2, so I wouldn't do any more than 2 sentences per paragraph to make it easier to read, to make it look cleaner, more space, and divide it with big headlines like these and images like these. Okay, so as far as structuring your blog and getting good conversions, those are just some of the best tips I can give you right now. Obviously, we can get more in depth into these types of things later. If you want to go visit us at our blog, we'll give you more in-depth information. But for right now, if you just leverage your menu bar options, have like a start here button, you use exit pop-ups, you use ads within the content like Digital Marketer does. You use like right here, you use ads. There's another thing. This is an exit pop-up that Neil Patel does, where you can like him on Facebook. You can use it for email too, but this covers the whole page. This used to be like a hello bar. I don't know if you know what a hello bar is, but it was just a bar that would rest at the top of the page and go down as you scroll. Looks like he got rid of that in exchange for the full page Facebook like. But that's just another version of an exit pop-up. So you basically have one, there's one, there's another option here, 2, maybe 3. You can have 2 within the post, 4 or 5. You have the home page, which would be 6. You have exit pop-ups, all that stuff. You can combine all of it and make just a really, really well converting blog. Okay, And obviously you have to work on having a decent lead magnet to where people actually want to put their email in, but as far as giving them chances to put their email in, that's about the best you can do right now without getting too far into the advanced stuff, okay? So if you enjoyed the post, if you learned a few things about blog conversions you didn't already know, let me know in the comments, and let us know what you thought about the video, or add something to it if you want. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more videos like this. Go more in depth about marketing, entrepreneurship, how to be more productive, and things like that. And don't forget to visit us at selfmadesuccess.com, where you will get a lot more in depth into this information, break down why it works, how to implement it step by step. We'll give you resources and all kinds of cool stuff there. And you can also contact me at my website too. And on top of that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.